ask you why do you want to join this particular course, or why do you want to join this particular university, or they may frame questions depending upon the things you have mentioned in your introduction as well. If you have said something that is keen of interest, they might ask you questions regarding that as well. And moving on, after that, they'll ask you the subjective or the academic questions that whatever have you learned in your 11th and 12th. So if you belong from a BBA or BCom, if you have applied for BBA or BCom course, there's a high possibility they'll ask you from all the subject, that is economics, commercial applications or business studies, and accountancy as well. And after that, they might ask you general awareness questions as well. They will ask you general awareness questions. So I think it's the part where various people lack. So I don't think it would be that tough. It also depends upon the interview as well. So I'll just advise you to update yourself with the prior 1 month general awareness as much as you can. And after that, you'll have your micro presentation round if you're talking about Christ University. And for the universities, they have VAT, the written ability test. So, but since we're talking about Christ University, so we'll say micro presentation round. Here they'll give you a topic. You're all aware of that, and you'll have to give a presentation or a speech of about 90 seconds. And mostly this is the last stage of your interview, and your interview will be ended after that. But depending upon your panelist, he might ask you questions regarding the words that you mentioned in your speech. So mostly they'll ask you 2 to 3 questions at max, and after that they'll just greet you and they'll just thank you, and then they'll ask you to leave the meeting. Okay. So since I've given you the necessary insight regarding the interviews, so let's begin with our group session. So what I'll do is I'll just call out random names of the person, and the people I've called out, they have to open their mic as well as their cameras. Okay. Because it's good for you as well. It will boost your confidence as well as it will maintain the decorum of the meeting. Okay.
Okay, Sahil. So Raghav is also there. So can we ask some experience about his? So Raghav is also selected in the central campus. So can we ask
Raghav Chalan.
Yes, Sir Raghav Chalan. Yes, Raghav.
Okay, Raghav, are you there?
हाँ भैया.
Yes. Okay, Raghav. So you have to share your experience. I think you are selected in Christ University, no?
Yeah. So interview experience, no?
Yes. So this type of question they ask, and how to prepare.
Okay, so they asked like some general questions like why do you want to join this course, and why are your marks low in 11th as compared to 10th, and some accountancy questions like what are the golden rules of accountancy, and what are the depreciation methods, and which method is followed by the law. These 3 academic questions they asked. And after that, they gave me a micro presentation topic, which was according to my interest. First, they asked what are your interest areas. So I told them the new technologies like blockchain, etc., and budget. So they gave me a financial budget topic for the interview, for the micro presentation.
So nice, Raghav. So thank you so much for your experience. Okay.
So if I were to give my experience regarding the interview, I would say it was very good, because the interviews were very lenient and they were very cool, if I were to say. Because first of all, their cameras are off. There were 2 panelists, both of their cameras are off, and one panelist was questioning me and the other panelist was observing me, as far as I think. So first of all, when I entered the meeting, first they confirmed my name and my roll number. Then they asked me which course have I applied for. So I have replied BCom Honors. And after that, they said, so we'll begin our session with your introduction. So introduce yourself. So I introduced myself. And as I said, if you mention something interesting in introduction, there's a possibility that they might ask you some questions from that only. Okay, so in my hobbies, I mentioned that I love cars. So they asked me a question regarding that can you tell us 2 unique features of Tesla cars? So it was a quite easy question, so I didn't face any problem in that. And after that, they directly went on to the subjective questions round. Firstly, they asked me what are your favorite subjects. So I told that it's English literature and accountancy. So since the panelist was an accountancy teacher, so I was pretty sure he was going to ask accountancy questions only. So his first question was explain the go in and go out concept. Well, he was referring to the golden rule, that's debit what comes in, credit what goes out. It was a quite easy question. And the second question he asked was the treatment of provision for depreciation account. And third question was treatment for security premium reserve account. And the last question he asked was define BRS. So well, for me, I think the subjective questions are quite easy. So, and then after that, they move on to the micro presentation round. So first of all, they asked me that, are you aware with the Taliban's annexation of Afghanistan? So, well, I would say it was quite a luck, because just a day before yesterday, I just prepared for that topic. I mostly prepare for general topics, that is Russian-Ukraine war, that the takeover of Air India by the Tata Group, and some general topics like union budget as well. So I would say it was a bit of luck. Okay, but the major drawback that I faced in my micro presentation session was that since I was so clear and concise in the details, that they formed the opinion that I must be good in my general awareness. So after the micro presentation round, when we came onto the general knowledge and the general awareness round, they asked very difficult questions from me. Like first of all, they asked me where are the headquarters of NSA. I don't. At that point, I didn't even know what was NSA. So I just told them, I'm sorry for that. I'm not aware of that, sir. And again, they asked me who is the head of NSA. I wasn't aware of that as well. So I'm not. I'm pretty sure the first four questions were quite tough for me. So I was unable to answer them. And then the fifth question, they asked quite easy question from the fifth question. That firstly they asked, do you know about the Russian Ukraine? What is going on? I told them yes. So they asked, can you tell me the reasons behind it? I told them it was a quite easy question. And as far as I know, they asked me about 8 questions in my general awareness round, and I was able to answer about 3 of them. And at the last, they also asked me a situation-based question that since you belong from a background that you were faced with COVID, you were exposed to COVID scenario, and you spend most of your school life from home only, that is in the online session. So if there's a possibility that you get selected in Crash University and you were to join Crash University in online offline format, then how would you cope up with the changes after the 2 years online education? So I told them, then they were satisfied, and after that they told me, okay, you can leave the meeting, and I thanked them for their time. And after that, I got my acceptance letter, and I was finally selected for Crash University. So I'll just say it was quite hectic for me, but it went quite good for me. Okay, so
Okay, Sahil,
that's what happened in my interview.
So, okay, Sahil, I think as we have created this one rule. So, the rule.
So
What
shall we
rule?
start with the session?
Yes. And what is the rule of the this group mock interview? We also told all the students.
I'll just tell you that we'll give you some necessary insights regarding the interviews, our own experiences. We'll provide you with suggestions that what can you do, how can you, on the general questions that can be asked. And what we'll do that we'll random names to you, and you'll have to open your mic and cameras. We'll ask you some general questions only, and if you think you can answer the academic questions as well, we'll ask you academic questions. We'll take about 5 to 10 minutes interview, okay, in your group sessions. So shall we start?
Yes, Sahil.
Okay, Ketan have a question. Okay, Ketan, go on.
Sahil, I wanted to ask that what was the answer that you told to the panelists for if you are selected to Christ and you have to move to Bangalore?
Yes.
So what was the answer?
Last question, this question.
Okay, what was the question?
Actually, the question was that since most of us belong from a background, the COVID background, that we spend most of our education, the 2 years education, mostly from an online basis. So, if there's a possibility that you come to Christ University, how would you cope up with the changing environment, moving from an online education to an offline education? So, I'm not pretty sure what I said, but I can remember something. First of all, I said that if we are converting from an online education platform to offline education, first of all, the first thing that we can do is attend our colleges daily, so that we get the enough experiences and education regarding our concerned course. I said about 2 points. The second point I'm not aware of that, but what I said they were quite satisfied with it, so they just went on with it.
Okay.
See, there's not a high possibility that they'll ask you situation-based question. If it's in their interest, they might ask you and they might not ask you as well.
Okay, Sahil, we'll start.
Okay, so let's start with Rohan Kumar. Rohan, are you there?
Rohan. Okay. So,
If you are there, just open your mic. Okay, I think it's not there. We'll start with Anushka. Anushka, Nautiyal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
So are you comfortable with opening your camera?
I'm really sorry, my camera is not working properly right now. I can speak fine.
Okay, no problem. When on further meetings, I suggest you to open your camera. Okay.
Sure.
So Anushka, are you? If I were to ask you academic questions, would you be able to answer that? Are you prepared enough?
Not really. I can answer some general questions.
Okay. So,
Enthusiastic, humble, and of optimistic nature. That's it.
okay, it was quite good introduction. Sorry. So since you mentioned in your introduction that you love to speak on stages.
Yes.
Okay. So what advice can you give to students who often face stage fear?
Okay. So speaking very casually, most of us when we go to stage, we hesitate while talking or expressing our views. The only thing that we should keep in our mind is think that the people who are standing in front of you does not know about the topic. They will listen to you whatever you say. So just be confident. Think they are just your friends, and you can talk openly, friendly to them.
Okay, good. So have you applied for Christ University?
Yeah, I have for second round. This is my first attempt.
Okay, so are there any specific reasons that you want to join Christ University only as a first priority?
The main reason is that Christ University, I think Christ University is the perfect path for my final journey because of the faculty and also because of their core values. I really feel that it is the perfect college for me.
Okay. So if I were to ask you where you want to see yourself in the upcoming 5 years, what would you say?
I would say that I see myself working in an MNC, but before becoming a successful businesswoman, I really want to give value to this world through my work. This is what my main aim is.
Okay, Nishka.
Yeah.
It was a good session with you. So we'll move on to the next participant. Okay.
Thank you.
So Karthik, are you there?
Hello, Sahil.
Yes, Raghav.
Which course have you applied for?
I've applied for BCom honors.
Okay, so you have got the central campus.
Yes.
Yes, Sahil has got
Okay,
central
okay.
campus. I think
Okay,
Raghav.
so Bhaiya, can I ask some questions too?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Raghav can. We'll start with the Karthik.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Karthik. Hello.
Yes.
Karthik, are you there?
Technical.
I think he's not there.
So let's move. It's Tushita.
I
Tushita
think
Maji.
technical.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, Khushi, ask.
Actually, I got selected in Pune and Delhi NCR campus. So this shifting is possible, like from to central campus.
No, not
Like
possible.
I want
Question.
central campus, not other.
It's not possible, but if you want to apply, but if it is your first preference, you'll have to apply for round 2.
Round two. Yes.
Yeah, I have applied in second round also.
Okay. So do you really want to go to Pune? You've got Pune campus or Delhi campus?
When I got the result, there was then ki you are not central campus, but seat is reserved for Delhi, NCR, and Pune campus.
So if you are a little bit interested, you can reserve your seat there. So as a backup plan, if you don't get selected in central campus in the second round, if you want, you can go for that.
Yeah, but I want central campus only because it's Lavasa will be like 2 away from my home.
And Delhi NCR.
No, not Delhi.
I'll say just apply for round 2. It will.
I have applied for round 2.
Okay then.
Okay, we'll start. Okay.
So Raghav.
Yeah. Okay, so from Khushi, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so Khushi, could you please introduce yourself?
Namaskar. Myself Khushi. I'm from Sikar, Rajasthan. I study in class 12th and from Modi School, Lakshmangarh. Modi School is affiliated with CBSE, IB Board, and Cambridge International Examinations, and I have been a part of IPSC competitions and MUN. And my father is businessman, mother is housewife. So I prefer Bangalore because my father has also graduated from Mysore. So yeah.
Okay, so why do you want to join this course?
I want to join this course because I'm from a business background. So like I will do business in the future. So I think this option is best for me.
Okay, so have you prepared some academic questions or I should ask some general questions only?
You can ask general questions. Like
You're
not
not,
other than it. I'm not
so,
pretty sure if I will be able to answer or not. So that's why.
okay, so which course have you applied for?
BBA.
BBA General?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if we don't select you? Hello?
Yeah. Like I want ki I should like I will sorry 2 seconds. Like I don't have proper answer for this. Can you tell me so that I can prepare?
Okay, so I think when this question comes, then you should say, firstly, I'd apply to other rounds if I not select in this round. Then you should say that, and I'll definitely apply to other rounds until I'm not selected in the campus I want, and improve on my communication skills and academic questions so that I be selected next time. You have to show that you are desperate to join Christ University with them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what are your favorite subjects?
There's no favorite subject, but yeah, BST.
BST. Okay.
Business.
Okay. So what is management? Hello.
Prepare for the academic questions or not?
So I think
Khushi?
let's move to the another person. I think yes,
Yeah. Okay.
because
So
38
I
members
got
there.
technical edge.
Okay. It's all right, Khushi.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Raghav, want to ask or should I go on?
No, you can ask.
Okay, we'll begin with Kovida Shri. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
So are you comfortable with opening your camera?
Sorry to say, I'm totally comfortable with my off camera. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem. So which course have you applied for?
I've applied for BLLB.
BLLB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with your introduction. So introduce yourself.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Myself Rana, and I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I'm pursuing my class 12th in Gravity College. Coming to my background, my father is a police business, and I am a kind of person really interested in curricular activity with academics. Coming to my personality, I can easily cope up with my environment, like the atmosphere which is surrounded. And I don't say that I don't have stage fear. I really love anchoring and all that stuff. Yeah, that's about me. Thank you.
Okay, so can you tell me your two strengths and two weaknesses?
Coming to my strength, I don't get tense for small issues. I try to solve them on my own and I stand up for myself. Weaknesses, I really don't think I do have. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so since you mentioned you have taken part in other co-curricular activities as well, so have you won any awards or anything like that?
Only like in my school level, I have done that.
Okay.
So I just want few certificates and medals. That's it.
Okay, so in which programs have you taken part in your co-curricular activities? Can you name some of them?
Yeah, I actually did for uh, like essay writings, drawing competitions, and actually I'm a sports person too. And few speaking skills like just speeches, all that stuff.
Okay, so are you prepared for academic questions?
I'm really not like I didn't even prepare for my interview. I'm just giving a practice kind of thing.
Okay, so for next time, do prepare for that as well. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. So we'll move on to the next one. Janvi Singh, are you there?
Excuse me, I am having a question.
Okay, go on.
Yes.
Do you think I have to prepare much? Like, do I have any lag in my interview or my speaking skills? Like, in which I have to improve, something
Like,
like that?
like since you mentioned that you haven't prepared for the interview, so I'll say for a person who had just prepared something like right now, it was quite good. For your communication skills, I don't see much. You don't lack on anything like that. But I'll definitely tell you to just go for your academics because academic questions are what really matters. Okay, academic questions and the general awareness questions. Overall,
Yes.
your
Yes.
presentation is all right. It's good, but they'll also see your knowledge as well. Okay.
Okay. And
Okay. So let's move to another
should
person.
I?
Okay. So let's mention in this next part. Okay, Janvi Singh, are with you? Are you there?
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, which course you are applying for the Christ University?
I have applied for BBA in Finance and International Business.
Okay. So introduce yourself.
Okay, good evening, sir. My name is Janvi Singh, and right now I'm in class 12th. I have done my class 10th from ICSE Board, St. Joseph School, and I'm getting a little nervous, but yeah. I'm good. I'm not that good in my academics, but yeah, I'm good in other curricular activities like sports. I'm much involved in sports and debate competitions and many other things. Other than academics, I'm good at everything.
Okay, Janvi. So why are you nervous? So cool, yeah. Be cool. So we are like just a friend. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I came back like 5 minutes before you took my name from playing.
Okay. 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 So
Yeah.
unfortunately, as I took your name. Okay. So let's move to the next question. So what is the core value of Christ University? You know?
Core value of Christ University.
Yes. Okay. So say anyone as who knows this question in this meeting.
Sir, I know.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead. Yes. Yes.
So the first core value is faith in God, and second, love for fellow being, and third, moral uprightness, and fourth is social responsibility, and fifth is pursuit of excellence.
What? What? Pursuit.
Pursuit of excellence.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, pursuit of excellence. So sorry.
Okay. 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 Thank you. And thank you, Parth. So Janvi, so let's move to the next question. Okay. So tell me two favorite thing about the Christ University.
Christ University, first of all, it's its campus is very good, and the teachers, professors who are there, and the seniors who tell me about the Christ, they give me a very good feedback about that university. So firstly, I was not that much interested in Christ. Like in December month only, my parents told me that look for good colleges and fill the forms, but I didn't ask any of them opinions. But unfortunately, but like my seniors who are there from my
Okay.
district, they told me, so I applied for this. And after some time, when I googled, I served about that university, I kind of got desperate and to crack the exams and interviews of this
Okay,
university.
January. Okay, January. Thank you. Let's put up your camera. Okay, so let's move to the Parth. Parth.
Hello, hi.
Yes. Hi. So which course you're applying for the Christ University? The Christ University.
I'm applying for BBA General.
BBA General. Okay, Sahil.
Okay, Parth. So introduce yourself.
So good evening, everyone. My name is Parth Gautam. I live in Chhatarpur, Madhya Pradesh. Currently, I'm a dropper. I did my schooling from Sanskar, the public school, CBSC in Chhatarpur. I have leadership skills. That's why I was a sports captain of my school house group. I have played national level of abacus and arithmetic skills and state level of roll ball and district level of cricket. I'm very enthusiastic to learning new skills. I'm a sports oriented person and always physically aware. And I'm a self motivated person and have a zeal to learn new things. And my interests include cricket, bodybuilding, and powerlifting. That's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, Parth. Since you mentioned that you are a leader of this football or cricket, what did you mention it? You are a leader or something.
No, I'm a sports captain
Okay, but
of
you
my.
you said that your strength is something like leadership or something like that.
Yeah, I said that I have leadership skills. That's why I was a sports captain of my school house group.
Okay, okay, okay. So can you tell me what is a leader?
Leader is someone who can lead a team or and motivates its fellow members and and what
Yes, yes. Okay, so just leave it.
guide,
Can you?
guide and guide them and help them. That's all.
Okay, okay. So can you tell me some qualities of a good leader?
Good qualities of a good leader is like he has to motivate its members or its fellow beings and
Yeah. So I have a question for the Parth. Okay, Parth. So according to
yes,
you,
yes, yes.
your introduction as you have uh, re- so tell to me as you are a dropper. So what's the reason? Can you have
Yes.
any valid reason for the drop?
Yes, I'm a dropper because in my 12% I didn't achieve a good percent because of COVID-19. That's why I dropped to get into a good and reputed college and giving entrance. Because when I was in 12th, I was not very aware about colleges. I only know about DU and not about other colleges. That's why I took a drop year. So I was preparing for good college like IIM, Christ universities.
Okay. So which subject is your favorite?
Uh, Basically, my favorite subject is like I like all the three subjects of commerce. There is no matlab, specific subject.
So Parth, are you prepared for the academic questions?
Yeah, I am preparing. I was not prepared well, but you can ask if you want.
Okay, so can you define what is it? Can you define inflation?
Inflation. Inflation refers to the increase in prices of any goods and services.
Okay, so can you define inflation rate?
Inflation rate. Uh, Inflation rate. Sorry, I cannot recall it.
Okay, so I'll ask you a very basic question. Can define accounting?
Define accounting. Accounting is a summarizing, recording, classifying of any business enterprises and which helps us to understand the financial position of that business or an enterprise.
Okay, so ledgers are associated with which concept of accounting?
What?
Ledgers are associated with which concept of accounting?
Sorry, I don't know.
Just like you said that summarizing, analyzing,
Acha, okay.
classifying.
And
So they're associated with which aspect? Whether it is summarizing, analyzing, or classifying?
it is a recording.
No, recording belongs for ledger. Journal. Ledger is associated with classifying.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so good. I'll just tell you to go prepare for the academic questions. Otherwise, for general questions, I think you're good to go.
What?
So, for general questions, you are good to go. Just prepare for the academic questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. So,
I have to ask that किस टाइप के मतलब क्वेश्चंस रहते किस टाइप के मतलब मेनली बेसिक क्वेश्चंस लाइक
वो डिपेंड करता है कि कोर्स क्या बीबीए के लिए अप्लाई किया, किसी कौन से कोर्स के अप्लाई किया?
बीबीए जनरल।
बीबीए जनरल, तो उसमें तो आईसी बैकग्राउंड से सीबीएसई बैकग्राउंड से हो?
सीबीएसई।
तो उसमें मेनली मैनेजमेंट और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के क्वेश्चन तो फ्रेम होंगे ही, और अगर इकोनॉमिक्स से क्वेश्चन ही मोस्टली पूछते हैं, लेकिन अगर इंटरव्यूअर का ऐसा इंटरेस्ट है मन है उसका, तो अकाउंटेंसी से ही पूछ सकता है। मतलब बीएसटी प्लस इकोनॉमिक्स का तो मान लीजिए पूछेगा ही वो जो पैनलिस्ट मिलेगा। सो बीएसटी और इकोनॉमिक्स से अच्छे प्रिपेयर कर ही लेना। और
अभी मतलब मैंने